Good morning class, grade 11 entrepreneurship. Today we will try to understand about macro factors. In yesterday's class we have understood about micro factors. What are micro factors? What are the concepts related to, what are the factors related to micro factors? It is the producer, the consumer, the supplier, the intermediaries, all those customers, all those people who are closely connected are micro factors, which we saw in yesterday's class. Today's class we will try to understand about macro factors. What are macro? Macro means big, large.
Large.
Very big.
Very big.
So when we talk about macro factors, they are those uncontrollable factors which cannot be controlled, directed or stimulated by the business or the entrepreneur himself. You have to adapt yourself. You have to face this and accept the macro factors. You cannot do anything about the factors at all. They are beyond the reach and control of the entrepreneur. Right? The first factor is the demographic force. What are demographic forces? Demographic means population. Right? What is the target? Say for example, demographic factors include the sex, the gender, the age, the birth, the location, all the differences in the heterogenetic factors that are existent in the existing population are referred to as demographic factors. They are very important, students. Why demographic factors are important? I will give you an example. Suppose you are manufacturing a perfume for women. That means you are eliminating the male sector of the economy. The males need not purchase the product. It is a female oriented product. Right. So in this case, you need to know how many female audiences are there. How many females are there in, suppose you are doing business in Kompally. How many women are there? How many what is the population of Kompally? We will assume it is 30,000. In that 30,000, how many of them are women? So we will assume that 20,000 are women. In that 20,000, how many of them are beyond 15 years of age and less than 40 years of age? Because our target is that only. So we will assume 5,000 are there. In that, how many of them are using, prefer to use perfumes? That we have to understand. We will assume 3,000 of them will use. So in that 3,000, how many of them are loyal towards already existing market? They will not shift. You have to it will take a lot of time for you to consume. How many of them are potentially going to buy? If you limit your target like this, you will be able to understand that in the first month you need not manufacture beyond 1,000. There are not so many people to buy your product. Simple analysis of demographic. But if you look at the population of Kompally alone, 30,000, 30,000 people are there. We will manufacture minimum 10,000. You will be in a loss. Right? So demographic factors are very important. Next comes the economic factors. Economic factors. Economics means money. I have told so many times. So the purchasing ability of the customer talks a lot about economic factors. During a growth, economic growth, there will be lot of purchases done by the customer. During depression time, the customer may refrain from doing a large amount of purchases. So the customer limits its purchases. So when the customer limits the purchases, sales may not happen. Right? So you have to understand about the economic factors influencing the country. Right. Next one is technological forces. Amongst all the macro environmental forces, the fastest growing and changing force is the technological force. What happens in the technological forces? Technological upgradations as and when they are happening. As and when technological changes happen, the customer is updated about the new facts. There are new ways of buying things now. There are new technologies that are getting uploaded on a daily basis. All these changes that are happening in a fast space will enable increase in sale, which we have already seen in e-commerce and e-business. Then comes your political forces. Largely political forces either encourage entrepreneurship or discourage entrepreneurship depending upon the situation, whether it is inflation or corona time like this. It largely depends on the political party that is going to motivate you. A large amount of laws, bylaws, structures, rules and regulations related to the functioning of business are critically framed by the government and the political party that is in power. So they have a large influence on the success of the business. Then we talk about the natural factors. Natural factors can be related to the environment, that is the tsunami, all those natural factors that happen, and other than that we also have the availability of resources. What are the resources? Basically, what is business? Business is nothing but it is a conversion of raw material into finished goods. For that conversion, you need land, labor, money, machine, men, material, all these things. When natural resources are available in abundance, business is encouraged. When natural resources are not available in abundance, when there is scarcity of electricity, when there is scarcity of water, when there is scarcity of knowledge, business can't function. Just imagine if India is running short of electricity. Do you think so much of manufacturing will happen? If India is running short of water, will so much of manufacturing happen? If India has people who don't know to read and write, all of them are illiterates, you think so many corporate MNCs will come down here and establish their branches? No. So availability of men, money, machine, material, all this is very, very important. If it is available in abundance, business will flourish. If it is not available in abundance, business will not flourish. Right? At the same time, you also need to understand how much are you polluting the environment by manufacturing certain goods. If the pollution level is too very high, if the pollution goes up very, very high, then it is very, very difficult. The government may, the environmental department or the agencies or the customers may dislike or to prefer, they may not like to buy your product because you are causing serious damage to the environment. So now customers are even environmental cautious. Right? Then comes the cultural factor. Cultural forces are the values, the systems, the beliefs that are passed on from one generation to another generation from ages unknown. You know, the second generation, third generation, fourth generation, they are carrying on the value systems that are there with their forefathers. So that has a very good impact on the purchasing choices or how the customer makes the choice of the product, how he purchases the product. Right? What is the choice? How does he prefer? The value systems matter a lot. Basically, I can tell you, like, we have a different kind. We don't eat frogs and lizards and all kinds of reptiles in India. Right? But it is a common food in China. They can catch and eat even cockroaches. That is an absolutely normal diet for them. That is a value system that has been passed on from one generation to another generation. There, such a kind of business will flourish. But in India, it will not flourish. Because the value system, even though food industry is a very good market, but Indians may not prefer to eat such a category of food if served in restaurants also. In fact, we will end up banning those restaurants because our value system does not permit us. So cultural factors also have a very good impact in business. Now to conclude the topic, these macro environmental factors are very, very important. They are uncontrollable. Say for example, very big creature like dinosaur did not adapt to its environment. It became extinct. Big nations like Syria did not adapt to their macro environment. Now we know what they are. Right? So it's very, very important for businesses to adapt. If you don't adapt, you don't endure. When you don't endure, you end up losing the share. Right? So these are the factors related to macro environment. What did we see? We saw the demographic factors, that is the age, gender, etc. of the people. Economic factor, purchasing ability. During growth, they'll purchase more. During depression, they'll purchase less. Technological factors, fastest growing factor. It helps the purchase and sale nowadays. Every purchase is happening with the help of technology. Political forces, framing of laws, bylaws, rules and regulations that may encourage or discourage business. Natural factors, availability of resources. Natural resources, if it is there in abundance, then business will boom. If it is not there, then business may not boom. Cultural factors talk a lot about the values in the core system existing to passing on from one generation to another generation. That also has a serious impact on business. Right? Thank you and have a very fantastic day. Bye.
Bye.